Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmitt. This is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we are watching American History X. What do you know about this movie?
This won our crime/thriller Patreon poll.
Yes, so we would like to thank our patrons for voting for this to win our crime/thriller Patreon poll.
I believe it's Edward Norton.
Yeah, which we've seen on the channel at least once.
Well, we saw him in Fight Club, and then we saw him in Primal Fear.
That's right, so at least twice.
Both fantastic. I don't know if he's been in anything else on the channel, but fantastic in both of those films, especially Primal Fear, as I think one of his first films.
Yeah, I think that was his acting debut.
Yeah, so he's an incredible actor, so I'm excited. Also nervous, just from the comments that I've seen regarding this film just being really dark.
Yeah.
And from the movie poster.
I have seen this movie. It's been a while. I think I've seen it maybe twice, but it's probably been a decade, maybe more since I've seen it. So I'm familiar with this movie, at least all of the major parts. So I don't think anything's really going to shock me. There might be a little bit in the middle of the movie, little parts here or there that might surprise me, but I do know what's about to happen. So this is just your first time watching.
Yeah. I'm nervous.
Nervous, but excited because it is a great movie, and it's, I think, maybe a movie that everyone should see, even though it's very dark and a very heavy subject. So it'll be interesting to see how much of this actually gets up on YouTube. This might have to be one of our more heavily edited videos just so that YouTube doesn't block it, similar to Clockwork Orange, which was 99% edited.
Yeah.
So this might be pretty similar, but I'm looking forward to you experiencing this for the first time.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on our Twitch, Instagram, or Twitter, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the movie.
Coloring's very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's like black and white, but there's a slight hint.
It's a kind of blue.
Yeah.
Right? Starting off with a bang.
Yeah, I didn't think this was happening yet.
Is this a son or a roommate?
There's a black guy outside. He's breaking into your car.
Danny, how many?
One, I think.
I think there was 3.
Yeah.
Oh. Jeez. Looks like a demon. Jeez, the slow-mo of that.
It's a travesty, arguing for Hitler as a civil rights hero. His brother probably put him up to it.
Brother, okay.
He learned this nonsense, Murray, and he can unlearn it too. I will not give up on this child yet.
Wow.
Have a seat. Derek got out this morning, did he not?
Okay, so we had to jump.
He was a brilliant student. Like you, hung out with simple-minded fools.
So much potential.
What happened to him has nothing to do with me.
Everything has something to do with Derek. I'm your history teacher from now on. Your first assignment, a new paper due tomorrow.
That isn't fair.
I don't think he cares.
Well, what do you want me to do it on?
Your brother, all the events surrounding Derek's incarceration, the impact on your life.
Wow.
I mean, it's great that someone actually has such a special
Yeah.
interest in helping him.
That's like an educator.
Right.
I never cheated in my life.
I didn't say anything.
Why you tripping on me?
Oh,
Want some too, bitch?
it's just so much hatred in the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
3 years ago, Derek Vineyard was sent up for murdering a couple of Crips.
3 years? Seems like nothing.
He was the skinhead, protege of Cameron Alexander.
Well, does he have a record? He's pretty clean.
Trust me, he's behind all of it.
Just takes one crazy person.
He used Derek to recruit a slew of kids.
As you'll see in this tape.
It's like an interview.
Dennis Vineyard was shot and killed battling a blaze at a suspected Compton drug den.
Well, this country's becoming a haven for criminals, so what do you expect? Immigration, AIDS, welfare, those are problems of the black community, the Hispanic community.
Mom doesn't seem to agree.
Shot by a fucking drug dealer who probably still collects a welfare check.
Gangs are like a plague.
Hey, yo, is that fool you were telling me about?
That's why Derek started the DOC. He really made it like it was ours again.
It's like for approval.
If you win, we will walk away. But if we win, pack up your shit and get your asses out of here.
Hey, man, fuck that.
Seems pretty confident, though.
Just for the territory. Ooh.
Shut him down, Derek. Kick some ass.
Watch this.
Interesting choice of music.
So like victorious and celebratory.
Yeah.
7 o'clock this morning, picked him up outside the gate. The whole ride back, he didn't say anything.
I was kind of interested to see how their relationship was in 3 years, but it seems like he's excited for him to be home.
Yeah.
You gotta do something about that hair, man. That dude's gotta go. It hurt like shit while they were putting it on, man.
Where'd you get that?
It's the same one he has.
Cameron made it official.
Cameron, he put this on you?
Hmm? Yeah.
Seems like he's changed.
Yeah, I mean, he was clearly like, you know, why is Cameron doing something like that on you?
My eyes have seen the glory of the trampling at the zoo.
Everything they do is just filled with hate. Playing basketball, hate. Listening to music, hate.
You think our friend was behind that? Well, you know what? I don't even care. I'm gonna take care of that tonight. No, he'll do it.
And this phone call doesn't sound like anything's changed.
I'm not gonna stay in my room the rest of my life, you know? What the fuck is Seth doing here?
No, he always comes over here.
I literally don't know how to read this situation.
Pervert.
Let me ask you a few questions.
Oh, man, I'm not in the mood. I got homework to do.
He has a whole paper to write, right?
Yeah.
Tell me what I want to hear, asshole. You want to get fucking beaten, Danny?
Don't know why he's in this house.
Who do you hate, Danny?
I hate anyone that isn't white Protestant. Some of them are alright, I guess.
They're the fucking enemy.
Just forcing him to repeat.
I hate that it's cool to be black these days.
I know you don't believe any of that shit, right? You don't.
Shut up, Davina.
No, you shut the fuck up.
Did you pull some kind of shit in school today? Did you turn in a paper on Mein Kampf?
Is that who was on the phone?
Was that Sweeney on the phone? He's gotta get a fucking life.
Look, Sweeney's a good teacher, all right?
It seems like a pretty mutual respect between him and the principal,
Yeah.
who was his teacher.
Right?
Forget this Yahoo, all right? You don't want to be like that. Sweeney is a good teacher. You can learn a lot. You gotta be smarter
You don't
than that.
understand me. I thought you'd be happy.
Well, I'm not. She's coughing her lungs out, and you're blowing the shit in her face all day.
This is surprising.
It's like a whole 180.
Yeah.
Mommy, are you okay?
She's smoking herself.
All right?
Oh, fuck.
This is terrible. We can't live like this.
Well, I could drop out of school and get a job.
No, absolutely not. Go wait in the living room.
Wow.
I'm gonna catch up with you later tonight.
Promise me you're gonna stay away from that party tonight, Danny.
You're not fucking 14 anymore, right?
I didn't anticipate that going smoothly.
Him telling him to stay away from
Yeah,
things.
this like 180 change is not going to be accepted. Like,
Yeah, 3 years is a long time for an impressionable kid, especially where he was left mentally.
Yeah.
Just trying to be his brother.
Cameron knew just how to use it.
You don't want to stick around.
I gotta be careful.
Doesn't get his hands dirty.
No, like they said, just finding a bunch of impressionable kids.
They did whatever Derek told them to.
Just so influential, just in a wrong way.
Yeah.
2 million illegal immigrants bedding down in this state tonight. We're losing our right to pursue our destiny. Making a killing because he hired 40 fucking border jumpers. And he fucking pisses me off.
He can really get them riled up. Jeez. Oh.
Shit.
Oh.
Get some of that in there.
Jesus.
Why? You move up in the world, huh?
Everybody out! Let's go! Now!
Just absolutely disgusting.
Dad was gone, but things were almost normal again. Derek had a good job. Mom was starting to live a little.
I mean, they established Derek as like very brilliant with a lot of potential, and then you see how he translates that intelligence into just controlling all of these weak people.
White people commit crimes against white people, too. Maybe it says something about prejudice in the judicial system.
What you're doing, Davina, is taking one thing and calling it something else and alleviating the responsibility that these people have for their own actions.
That's what Davina's doing?
The media twisted things around so people got all focused on these cops. I mean, the guy's a multiple felon. He attacked police officers. That's the bottom line. And he walked. And what, you're an authority, Ma?
Are you? So hypocritical.
Very few people respect that authority.
Look who's talking about respect here, Mr. Junior KKK.
A bunch of rednecks like the fucking KKK.
Oh, he's better than the KKK.
Lincoln freed the slaves 130 years ago. How long does it take to get your act together? Don't interrupt her.
Who the hell do you think you are?
She's right in the middle of making a point.
The crazy stuff is families still have arguments like this constantly.
Stop! Finished with you. You need to learn some
Jeez.
fucking manners, Davina.
She can't breathe.
Oh my god.
This is your family.
Right, my family. You think I'm gonna sit here and smile while some fucking kike tries to fuck my mother?
Oh.
See this? That means not welcome. Aren't you ashamed?
I'm ashamed you came out of my body.
Damn.
I just like can't even believe that. Any of it.
It's all hard to watch.
I'm so sorry, Doris. I really am.
And it's all just believable and realistic to just how hatred consumes you.
Take this, you fucking bitch!
No, come here.
Fuck you!
I would never hurt you, you know that.
Are you kidding me?
I don't believe you.
I trust you, Derek.
And with the dad out of the picture, he just looks up to Derek
Right.
for what to do and what to think.
I don't even know how we got here sometimes.
When are you gonna let that beautiful hair grow back?
The day you quit smoking.
Deal.
It's like it's just how screwed up everything is, and then there's just like moments with this like family.
Yeah, there is a happy family buried underneath all of this.
I go back to that night again and again in my mind.
Oh my god, I didn't realize his whole family was there. I don't. No.
You just fucked with the wrong bull. Put your fucking mouth on the curb.
Oh, God.
Are they gonna show this?
Now say goodnight.
Oh my god.
Jeez. It's like one of the most disturbing moments I've ever seen in a movie.
Get your hands up! Now turn around!
Jeez.
Just like psychotic rage in his face.
I mean, that's just like a scene that I know I probably will never forget, but most people will never forget how just horrific that sequence is. Oh.
Did it say he testified?
If he would have testified, he would have had life.
I was wondering how it was only 3 years.
Yeah, they just did manslaughter.
I like felt physically ill. So he ended up going
To Cameron's party.
Yeah.
The fuck's up, Seth?
Oh.
Drink up, Danny, before your brother sees you.
You are a fucking god, man!
They all just look up to him.
Sweeney's making me write another one.
Some writes about Martin Luther King. It's a pat on the head. I mean, you can see the hypocrisy in that, can't you?
Just the manipulation.
It's easy when they're young.
I want to see you, but I gotta take care of something tonight.
Okay.
Just wondering why he's here. Like, is he gonna speak with Cam? Like,
They worship you. You're like a god to them.
I don't want all that. Everything I've done here has fucked it all up. I don't want it anymore. I'm done with it. I'm through with this.
yeah, I don't know what he's trying to accomplish here.
This was a mistake. This was a mistake. Forget
Wait
it.
a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Just say goodbye.
Like, Stacy's gonna lose her mind, though.
We'll let the grab for their piece of the pie.
Yeah, he just, like, always has these, like, one-on-one conversations to make someone else the voice to everyone.
What are you doing here, Danny?
Come on, man. I had to check it out.
Go wait outside.
Come on, dear. I'm not doing anything.
Just very interested to see how he plays this. He's not, like, the impressionable kid that he was before he left, so...
Derek?
Yeah, so it's like, how is Cam gonna speak to him? Like...
You don't have to watch your ass around here.
You made the fat kid a little nervous. He thinks the joint messed with your mind.
It did.
And he already talked to Cam, his friend.
This guy?
Yeah.
You see, things have changed since you've been gone, Derek. Wait till you see what we've done with the internet.
Oh, God, the internet.
Only thing we lack is a little overall leadership. And that's where you come in.
I was curious if anyone stepped up into his place.
All that bullshit out there and all your bullshit too. I'm out. Don't you fucking talk to me about hard time. You did 2 months and then you rolled over on 2 kids and let them go down for you.
Oh, just a coward.
You prey on people, Cam, but I am on to you now, you fucking snake.
Hey.
And Danny is out too. And if you come near my family again, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Oof.
Danny is a good kid. I'm more important to him now than you'll ever be.
The worst part is, I don't think he's wrong.
Double down.
Hey, why don't you share with the rest of us what you just said to me, you piece of shit?
It's turning quick.
Shoot him! Do it! Do it! Do it!
Oh.
Back up! Back the fuck up!
Well, they turned quickly.
Yep, had to get out of there quick.
Yeah.
Take it easy!
I fucking hate you, Dare.
You weren't supposed to see that tonight. I told you not to come.
Fuck you, man.
Wasn't supposed to happen that way, all right?
You're going in and expecting them to be rational. Like,
Those guys, the gang, that life, I'm done with it.
What happened to you up there?
All the wrong people knew who I was anyway, so I figured I'm just gonna put up a flag and hope a friend sees it.
Just make it known right away. It's prison culture.
Yeah. It's exactly what he wanted, right?
Yeah.
Don't fuck with me, alright? I'm the most dangerous man in this prison. Because I control the underwear.
You say underwear?
Yeah.
What you in for? Probably robbed some old lady, huh?
Not quite.
How's he gonna answer this?
Okay, I know your kind, right? Badass peckerwood with an attitude. You better watch your ass. Because in the joint, you not me.
What the fuck is that?
That's just politics.
You're kidding, right?
All he knows is the rhetoric, not the real world, even the prison world.
I can take care of myself. He shouldn't be doing that.
Chill out on the preaching bullshit, okay? We're getting a little tired of that shit around here.
His way of thinking is even too aggressive for the white power people in the prison.
But a year in, and he's managed to not
Get in trouble? Or...
Yeah.
How's Danny?
He holds you up so high. He thinks you're the greatest. Starting to remind me of you.
Jesus, don't sound so worried, all right?
See my baby follow him down the same toilet.
Damn.
I'm trying to get through this and you're just making it harder.
You think you're the only one doing time, Derek? You think I'm not in here with you?
No matter how fast you get through them, man, they're gonna keep bringing them in and bringing them in. I know I ain't the one getting mad at them damn sheets, though. The only sheets I get mad at, we gonna hate some goddamn. That's all we gonna do. Derek is in the pen working next to it, driving him crazy.
This is exactly who he needed to meet.
Right? Someone to call him on the bullshit.
Yeah. Let it go.
He was taking it from the Mexicans and dealing it out to his own people. He didn't believe in shit.
Come on, man, don't tell me this smell doesn't remind you of a woman. At least I got to go home every night next to this sweet smell, man.
Wonder how long he's been in there.
You got a woman? Yeah, you got a woman, man. Don't let her leave here in a fight, man. You spend the next week wondering if she's out there getting her fuck on with somebody else. It's not like the real world. But it's cool to fight because you can make up and have that make-up sex. And you've been a bad boy, huh?
How do you figure the Lakers to ever be a bigger dynasty than the Celtics?
Actually talking to each other now.
He's isolated himself from everyone else.
Come on, what'd you do?
It's embarrassing, all right? It's none of your goddamn business.
Everybody in here's embarrassed. Nobody in here got away with anything.
Everyone got caught.
He didn't get 6 years for stealing a TV, man. Come on.
Police officer grabs my arm, the TV falls on his foot. They said I threw the TV at the officer.
6 years for that.
Reality check.
He's in there for 3 years for killing multiple people. And he's in there for 6 years for a TV.
Uh-oh.
You want to be a sweet boy? We gonna treat you like one.
Jesus. He didn't see anything.
Real sweet.
Fuck you!
Oof.
Silence.
How is he?
Only took 6 stitches.
Sick fuck.
I didn't put the outreach together that they've been
Talking for a while.
Yeah.
Came to talk about Danny, but he's headed right where you are. You are too damn smart to be floating around here pretending you don't see all the holes in this bullshit.
It's filled with holes.
Right now, your anger is consuming you, shutting down the brain God gave you. Has anything you've done made your life better?
It's a great question.
That was powerful.
It's just like, where would people be without someone willing to help?
Just help me. Get me out of here, you know? I don't want to fuck up my family anymore.
You want my help, you gotta do better than that. But running just ain't good enough.
Makes sense then why he went to Cam. Because that's what I would have assumed as well, that he would have just left.
Right, just went away. Oof, just sitting down hurts.
You can't make it in here on your own.
Look, I'm not afraid of those fucking pussies, okay?
And I'm not talking about your peckerwood friends.
Oh.
Yo, man, I'm talking about the brothers, all right?
They're gonna come for me. They're gonna come for me. There ain't nothing I can do.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
What can I do, man?
Really, though, what is he supposed to do?
There's not much to do.
I figured it was only a matter of time before they made a move. I just hoped it'd be quick.
Just, like, accepted it.
Yeah, and that's the shitty thing about prison. It kind of forces you to get protection.
But it never came. Last 6 months in that place, I was like a ghost.
Wonder if it was his friend, his laundry friend.
The only reason I'm getting out of here in one piece is you.
Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here, man.
I owe you, man.
It's huge.
Just take it easy on the brothers, aight? The brothers!
It's like watching him form like a genuine connection.
Something real.
Yeah.
I kept asking myself, how did I buy into this shit, you know? And I'm not telling you what to do, but I need you to understand. Because I love you and you're my best friend.
It's incredible to see what just like a positive influence can do to someone so quickly.
Everything okay?
No, everything's great. Great, yeah.
Scared though. I just like want them all to leave.
Just get away.
Yeah. So wild to me that this is the same day.
Yeah, right? It's so fast.
He'd still say it started when our father was murdered. It started earlier.
All right.
There's always an influence.
This affirmative blaction. You know, what happened to the other books? Trade in great books for black books? Hidden agenda or something going on. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I don't know, I didn't think about it like that.
It's a way of thinking is just passed down from one generation to the next.
Dr. Schmitt, he comes on like so strong. It's kind of hard not to listen to him.
It's bullshit. You see that, don't you?
Yeah.
Just single conversation.
It's always the young and the impressionable. Doesn't take much to flip them.
Well, and for someone that he loves and respects.
Right, your dad. Or for Danny, Derek.
Like just going into that conversation, how much respect Derek had for Sweeney.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this paper is what you wanted, but for what it's worth, thanks a lot.
Close. Both just reflecting.
And I think he got out of that paper exactly what he was supposed to.
Gotta dress up for the parole officer.
She cute?
She is a fat guy named Hector. I don't know if it's okay that I'm here. I want to be here.
She's like
On
I'm
edge.
freaking out.
Cameron Alexander and Seth Ryan, they were jumped last night near Ben's Burger. Maybe you can talk to your old crew. Now, if there's anybody they're gonna listen to, it's you.
Not anymore.
This has got nothing to do with me anymore.
Yes, it does. It has everything to do with you. You take a break, you'll find no peace.
You know what you can do? You can get me shot by a bunch of white boys.
All right, Donnie. You got something good for me this morning?
I'll give it to you, Dr. Sweeney.
Like, are they? I'm guessing they're not aware of everything that went down.
I saw a car cruising by the house last night. If you get home before me today, just give a look around the street, all right?
They're after you, man.
It'll cool off. Go turn that paper in.
I hate literally everything about this. I'm having so much anxiety. Oh my god.
So I guess this is where I tell you what I learned. Hate is baggage. It's just not worth it. We are not enemies, but friends. It must not break our bonds of affection. The mystic chords of memory swell when again touched by the better angels of our nature.
All right. That was American History X. What'd you think?
I said I was ready to talk. And now I'm like, what do I want to say? I mean, obviously, extremely powerful film. I think very important film. Like you said in the intro, you think this is something that everybody should see.
Right. It's not an easy watch at all.
No, I don't even know like where to start. There's just like so much hate, just disgusting things happening throughout the film. Obviously, that one scene with Derek that gets him sent to prison, that was definitely the most horrific thing that I've seen on film. I feel like I can confidently say that. I didn't know like how far the film was gonna take it. There's a lot of times where things will just be known and not shown in particular. So I just didn't know how far it was gonna go.
Visually, it stays away from some stuff, but the scenario or what's actually happening, you know exactly what's happening. And it shows enough to make it horrific.
Yeah, I mean, visually, that wasn't like left to the imagination.
No.
It's crazy. I said while we were watching it that this is all happening over a day. As Danny's writing this story, we're getting everything that led up to that night, everything that led up to Derek's release, which is that day. We literally finished this movie about a minute ago. So I'm like putting my thoughts together exactly.
I think this movie is a great example of how easy hatred and fear are, especially combined with impressionable young people and older influences. You see the transition of Derek where he's excited about his teacher Sweeney and how the dad can just in a single conversation just corrupt that way of thinking. You just have example after example of Derek doing similar situations with Danny, Cameron doing situations with Derek once the father is out of the picture. It's just this constant progression of hatred where it's just passed from one person to the other, and it culminates in the ending. The hatred of that one individual who eventually shoots Danny. You could see the influence of the other people around him as well. You only see it very, very briefly at the basketball game or in the car or something, but there's no way that was his idea to go in there and do that.
Right. I mean, they're kids.
They're kids.
Like, this is in their high school.
Yeah. And it's just, everyone is taught this way of thinking and this hatred, and it's just so easy. I mean, I hate fear and I hate hatred. I hate those talking points because they're realistically the easiest things to do. You could go into a room and you can make everyone in that room hate you or fear you with very little to no effort. If you go into a room and you try to make people laugh or smile or love you, that takes something. So it's just the lowest hanging fruit to just indoctrinate someone into this way of thinking that your life is worse because of these people over here. And you just have example after example of everyone getting that message. And the scary thing, I think, for this movie is Derek is brilliant, and so is Danny.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear his paper as he's reading it, or you hear Derek speak. What he's speaking is horrific and it's bad, but that's what makes it scary, is that you can have very, very smart people be influenced by hatred and fear with almost no effort at all, and then they can just spread that like wildfire. That's scary. You know, you're not following a main character who's just this dumb idiot who just does terrible things. You're following a very, very complex character. And I mean, Derek is a monster. I mean, there are scenes in this movie where he looks straight up like a demon from hell.
Yeah.
Yet towards the end of the movie, or even while he's in prison, you can see his transition. You could start to see that evilness be stripped away from him, and you can see a human. I think this movie is incredibly impactful because our main characters are essentially two skinheads covered in white power tattoos and Nazis. And I mean, just to be able to relate to these people in any slight amount of way is an incredible achievement for the movie.
I couldn't agree more. I feel like everything you said was just perfect.
Well, I mean, I've seen this movie before, and I have very strong opinions about hate topics. And I don't know if there's a movie that does it better that shows that quick transition. Because like you said, this movie, it takes place essentially over a day. You have years of hatred built up in Danny with Derek gone, but it takes one real conversation with Danny for him to go home and tear all that shit off of his wall.
Right.
And write this paper that is all about how evil hatred is and how it's baggage, or exactly what he said. It doesn't take much. It honestly does not take much to influence someone if they look up to you.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, I think, is the respect. Derek had so much respect for his father, so that single conversation at the dinner table just completely changed him. And Derek being completely changed by Cameron, and the combination of Cameron and how Derek felt about Cameron, that impression on Danny.
Yeah.
So, like you said, I mean, this is all taught. No one is born in inherently hating anybody. So just to see it throughout, and like you said, it wasn't just about Derek and Danny and all of this like white power crew. But again, like you said, in the end with Danny, you're seeing it there as well. It's just like this hatred being passed down, and it's just so powerful. And then you have moments of like family with the whole Vineyard family and just how close they are. And obviously with Doris being ill and Davina kind of having to take care of everyone, and all of those moments scattered throughout this. And then some of my favorite interactions in this film were between Derek and Lamont in the prison.
Oh, yeah.
specifically like in the laundry, you're just stripping everything down. It's just a conversation between the two of them and the patience that Lamont had. Obviously, Derek never told him why he was there, but Derek made it pretty known in his like narration that his reputation kind of preceded him.
Yeah.
So my assumption is that everyone knew.
I'm sure the word got around. It doesn't take much when you have a giant swastika right there.
Right. Those moments were so huge, and it brought tears to my eyes when Derek is like thanking him as he's leaving, because he absolutely could have been killed in there if it weren't for Lamont.
Again, like how easy it is to see like the hatred and stuff, or for influential people to see people primarily like Sweeney and Lamont who are just willing to go through the process of like putting themselves out there or just kind of staying the course for someone that you don't really have to. Obviously, Derek was a horrible person to begin with. Everyone could have just cast him aside and left him there. Or for Sweeney, especially that moment, you know, after Derek is assaulted by all of the other guys, he asked that one question of like, has anything you've done with this hatred actually improved your life? And it just brought Derek to tears. Or like how you said, like Lamont, his patience with Derek, that conversation or that relationship was so insanely one-sided until finally he broke through.
Yeah.
Obviously, it had to do a lot with the situation that Derek was in, but sometimes terrible people, if you just have someone there who's willing to just grind away at that exterior, you can find the human underneath. And so Derek would be nothing if it wasn't for Sweeney and Lamont's persistence in just trying to be a human-to-human relationship with them.
One of the first scenes, we're seeing how incredible Sweeney is. You have like a true educator and someone that actually cares for and wants to fight for his students. Danny's brought in, he's written this paper, and he kind of almost put the blame on his teacher about not putting like boundaries on exactly what they're supposed to be writing about. But just his history with Derek, he wasn't gonna give up on Danny. And watching Doris go into the prison and talk to Derek and let him know that obviously when Sweeney came back into the prison to visit him after the assault, him letting him know about Danny as well. Derek loves Danny, he cares about his brother. It was up to them to get to Derek and let him know. And the fact that Derek went to Sweeney in that conversation in the hospital, I guess. He's like, I don't want to be here. Like, I'm up for parole.
Help me, essentially.
And Sweeney's like, I already have. Like, I already put in the word for you. It's just huge to see.
This movie just excels in just horrific scenes, extremes on both sides, and the extreme hatred and you could say extreme love and stuff like Derek has for his family at the end, where he's willing to put a target on his back against giant group of white power people, or the DOC or whatever they call themselves, to get them away from his family. This is just such a powerful movie. It's very difficult to get through. A lot of it just can't simply be shown on YouTube, but the message is there, that it ends with Danny's speech of just how terrible and destructive hatred is. And just on a filmmaking aspect, it's brilliant as well. I mean, everyone gives amazing performances. Edward Norton is just a powerhouse when it comes to acting. Visually, the shift between color and black and white, and even a lot of the times I was trying to think of if there was any more significance to it, but some of the black and white would be more bluish, or it would be more grainy or something. Like, it wasn't always the same black and white. So I don't know if there's anything extra there. I would have to look. Maybe there is like a whole breakdown of the color saturation and what that means for what's happening in each scene. But from a technical standpoint, everything excels. The acting, the cinematography. Like I said, there's some scenes in there where it's like, I mean, I remember seeing this a while ago, and if I had to like close my eyes and think of something, the one that really stands out is just like how evil Edward Norton looks when he's being like arrested with his hands up behind his head. Like, just that one scene right there is terrifying. And then obviously the ending of this movie, it's a huge shock, because I think you were afraid for Derek.
Yeah, no, I absolutely thought it was Derek. Obviously, looking now, like the signs are there. Seth's in the hospital, Cameron's in the hospital.
And when Derek is talking about, oh, I saw a car drive by last night and stuff, the car that drove by, we saw it was with the kid who shot Danny and stuff. So The signs are there, but they're very, very subtle. That I think it still obviously shocked you.
Oh, for sure. Honestly, at no point thought that Danny was in danger.
Yeah.
I was waiting for something to happen with Derek, and I didn't honestly know where it was going to come from, because obviously we saw those guys driving by in the night.
Yeah.
But then Derek pissed off everyone in the DOC.
Right.
I didn't know what was going to happen, and for them to ask Derek to like kind of go back to that, I was just waiting for all of that to implode, and I didn't think that it would be Danny. And just even the shot of like his paper covered in blood,
yep,
like all of this, and as we're hearing like the narration of everything as well, it was just so powerful.
And to know the change, it's also devastating because it's so hopeful. Because obviously Derek has turned a massive corner, very quickly was able to get Danny back on his side of forgiveness and happiness and just eliminate that hatred side. So you're in a situation where you're like, you're still stressed. I mean, you were insanely stressed about this whole situation because you know, like, man, if they could just get away from this area in general, what could this family become being happy? And you don't get that because hatred just takes over. Whether you want to say it was just one day too late, could he have gotten there to the point where he changed Danny's perspective that maybe Danny wouldn't have been in that situation? I mean, there's so many ways you can break this down and look at it, but it is an insanely powerful movie. That bathroom scene, it reminds me of
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket. Both those scenes are on par for just like insane moments in cinema.
Right.
I'm glad you were able to experience it. It doesn't leave you in a good mood or anything.
No.
Like I said, it's a movie that I think people need to watch because I think it opens up a lot of eyes.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's really important, and I'm really glad that we got to watch it together. But damn, like...
Yeah, it's rough, and you know, it would be great if we had like a comedy lined up to like bring up the spirits or something, but we're gonna watch Sopranos next, so chances are that's gonna have some hatred and some violence and even more negativity, so that trend continues for us tonight. But this was quite an experience, and I'm glad I was able to share it with you.
Yeah, and thank you to the patrons for voting for this to win our poll. I just think it was really important.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, peace everyone.
Bye.
Bye.